So, here a Shatabhisha energy is a kind of secretive energy, and they love to hide the things. Even feel that when they hide some things, they gain power out of it, and that power is very much important for them in their life. So, that kind of feeling they always have. So, this is one of the important things, and Shatabhisha people, they try to take advantage by keeping the things secretive. You can understand this from the current days news channel and the media stuff. They try to hide the things. They know the things of great people, means, or the celebrities or the rich people in the society. They know the secrets of them, but they don't reveal to the society, to the outer world. Instead, they try to take advantage of that secret and gain some advantage of that, gain some power out of it. They try to gain some money out of it, right. So, this kind of behavior, right, and also Shatabhisha is shown by a kind of circular energy, because uh, it's a protective energy, because it's not a divine protection is always around them. It's not that kind of protection. The kind of protection is they try to protect themselves. They try to suspect everybody. That is another thing. They try to suspect everybody, so that this kind of suspicion, so when they try to suspect everybody, they don't want to reveal anything, they want to keep things very secretive, then there is a kind of protection coming up automatically, right. So, Shatabhisha is the third nakshatra. If you see, the Rahu nakshatra is a Arudra, Swati and Shatabhisha. So, it's basically Shatabhisha is, Shata is 100, Bhishak is doctors or the healers. It's a Shata, the word the ancient rishis used here, because Shatabhisha nakshatra is not one star or two stars or three stars, 100 stars, basically 100 fainted stars. They don't have much energy. If you see the most powerful star in the group of Shatabhisha nakshatra has a visual magnitude of 3.85. So, very high visual magnitude, so that they have that has very less brightness. A star has very less brightness, right. So much of Rahu energy, so much of Tamasic energy is concentrated here, and it's basically, it means the 100 physicians or the 100 medicines, are a character possessing 100 medicines in his hand can be imagined with Shatabhisha energy. It's as a possessing of 100 medicines or 100 physicians. It's always showing a lot and lot of herbal energy, because herbal energy is also very secretive, basically, right. And generally, even the people knowing about some of the herbals, they don't reveal their secret. They try to take advantage of those herbals for their personal life, but they don't reveal, right. And when you are identifying too much of herbals, you also suspect every plant, then only you are able to get the access for so many herbs, right. Means, if you suspect every herb and test it, then you may have a way to get to know more and more about more and more herbs. So, the empty circle symbolism, is very much important here. The circle can be seen either as a round magical charm or as a representation of the infinite void of creation. When there is a circular energy, but basically the circular energy is the protective energy that Shatabhisha people uh, try to maintain by suspecting everybody and not revealing anything about them, or also not revealing about the secrets that they know. So, the circle is a magical charm also, you can say, because Shatabhisha people always be associated with some kind of magical charm, because Shatabhisha is Rahu's energy, Rahu is Maya, Rahu is magnetic energy. So, just imagine the people have the natives having Rahu Antardasha going on, they generally meet the magnetic people of their life, the attractive people of their life in Rahu Antardasha. That is one of the uh, natural things. Of course, in the Rahu Antardasha, some people may have the stomach issues, the gastric issues, or you know uh, this kind of problems and frustrations based on their horoscope are also very natural. But one thing is, when a person meets a magnetic person in his life, generally on a general basis it happens in Rahu Antardasha. So, a circle can generally represent many things: the circle of life, the circle of zodiac, the circle of creation, maintenance and resolution, right. It's basically a circle has the idea of dissolution also, because when something is created, something is destroyed, and that the process is cyclic in nature. So, such an because Rahu is about, it's naturally about dissolution. So, that is why the concept of dissolution is always involved here. So, the importance of the circle can be seen uh, from the natural behavior, of Shatabhisha people. So, the circle, if you observe, it is an idea of containment, idea of circulation. So, there is an idea of protection and hiding is always there, right. So, because circle is basically it is a kind of boundary, right. It is representing a kind of boundary, means you are in a circle, then you can't go out, kind of behavior means you are hiding something, you are protective about something, right. That hiding and protectiveness is the main theme of Shatabhisha nakshatra. So, it acts as a boundary and protect them from the dangers outside the circumference, basically. So, a circle can conceal and hide things, just like an opaque jar hides the liquid inside, right. So, such a kind of energy also you can feel from this nakshatra. So, this nakshatra is basically related with secrets and the ability to conceal secrets, right. So, whenever you talk about Shatabhisha, you talk about secrets and their ability to hide those secrets, and their protective nature, and the nature of suspecting dangers. So, a circle can also, if you talk in higher level, higher planes, then see, a circle also carry the idea of identity through segregation, right. So, it is an idea of segregation. When you are in a circle, you are separated from others, others are not in the circle, you are in the circle. So, you are segregated, you have got some identity. So, if you see a shoreline, that also separates a ocean from the land, right. So, such kind of separation you can clearly feel with this nakshatra. So, enclosed water bodies, oceans, right, rivers are not coming here, because rivers actually they flow, they are not in a circle, because oceans and ponds, they are basically circular bodies. Now, the idea of containment, right, is also seen from Shatabhisha, and mainly when you talk about Shatabhisha, you talk about protection, because the protection not from some divine force, the protection that they offer for themselves, right. So, you can clearly understand this nakshatra basically related to 100 physicians. So, the main deity of this nakshatra is Varuna, because you when you talk about Shatabhisha, you also talk about ocean, right, and Varuna is the deity of this nakshatra. So, Varuna can be seen as the representative deity of the water element in nature. So, the fact automatically relates this particular nakshatra with all kinds of liquids also. Whenever you talk about liquids, you talk about Shatabhisha energy. The liquids can be in the physical level or in the ocean level, or the, if you talk about the astral plane, the celestial oceans, whatever oceans you talk about, Shatabhisha. Shatabhisha has that ocean energy, because ocean hides so many things inside. It does not reveal anything, it just shows something outside, but inside if you go there would be lot of treasures, lot of the things present inside. So, the secretive behavior of that particular nature of Shatabhisha can be observed from this ocean. So, Varuna can be, you can see, equated with the planet Neptune. In modern astrology, Varuna is related to planet Neptune. Generally in mundane astrology, or the predicting world events, you consider Neptune, is where you try to find some water, means Neptune is causing the water, or it's called as Varuna basically. So, Varuna, like Neptune, is the lord of the cosmic and terrestrial waters, so, right. So, even the symbol of Aquarius or symbol of Shatabhisha, if you observe, it is something like a person holding a pot, and the pot consists of lot of herbs, and the person is treated as Varuna. So, it is something like the rain can bring a lot of agricultural stuff, or the rain can bring, or the water has so many hidden herbs in it, the ocean has so many hidden herbs in it. That kind of indication is also seen, just showing the secretive behavior of this nakshatra. So, generally the pot consists of the herbal medicines by which you can cure so many diseases. It is a heavenly ambrosia, the liquid inside, the drink inside the pot. So, this particular pot suggests the idea of rejuvenation and intoxication. So, we can easily see that the liquids we consume in our day to day life produce the same two effects as rejuvenation and intoxication. So, in the other hand, Varuna is seen holding some medicinal herbs, right, and in right. So, medicinal herbs and a pot. So, this is where the 100 physicians, the concept of 100 physicians coming about, the herbs in one hand showing the idea of 100 physicians. So, this particular nakshatra has a lot to do with healing on all levels of existence, whereas the herbs only signify healing on a physical level. So, the idea of magical cures through divine waters is common to all cultures. So, our everyday glass of water is a vital rejuvenator in the sense that it keeps us alive, right. So, you can clearly understand, see, on the highest level this particular nakshatra, it is the nakshatra of Lord Shiva. So, Lord Shiva basically rules over this sign of Aquarius, and that too in the Shatabhisha, and wherever Rahu is explained, then you talk about Shiva, because Shiva is treated as the destructor, and Rahu is also destructor, and also Ardra, Swati and Shatabhisha, they have the capability of destructing something basically. So, secrecy is the one important quality which immediately separates the Shatabhisha nakshatra from other nakshatras. So, even though there are other nakshatras like Jyeshtha, Anuradha, Purvashadha, these nakshatras are also very good in hiding the things, but if you see, the guru of all these nakshatras in hiding the things is Shatabhisha. So, it's Shatabhisha as master in keeping the secrets, hiding the secrets. So, that is the ocean representation. Ocean has lot of helps in it, right, but the whole idea is hiding the things, protecting themselves by, when you suspect others, you generally do not reveal anything. So, thereby you are protected. You are, if you are suspecting everybody, then generally the others also may not come till, they may come only up to a point to you, but after that they may not try to uh, check you more. They may not try to uh, you know get into your friendship or get into your emotions more. So, thereby you are hiding things, you are able to hide completely. So, Shatabhisha loves to get the truth of anything in much the same way as Moola loves to get to get to the root of everything. So, Moola wants to get the root of everything, that is a research oriented nakshatra. A similar way Shatabhisha is also very good in that, because Rahu is something like is a demonic in nature, is demonic in nature. So, he wants to get the things get to know more and more. Even though Shatabhisha natives are usually quiet and undemonstrative, so undemonstrative and quiet, because you should expect them to be like that, since they are supposed to be masters of secrecy, right. So, they often blurt out harsh truths at the most inappropriate moments, you can say, right. So, this is in fact one of the major problems Shatabhisha natives face in climbing the ladder of success. So, suddenly they may blurt out the secret in inappropriate timings. So, that is one of the important things, because just see the ocean, uh, it just keeps calm and quiet, it hides so many treasures and so many things beneath it, but suddenly it erupts. We do not know when it erupts and reveals the secret. The same thing sometimes happen with Shatabhisha energy natives. So, this is an obstacle for them to climbing the ladder, right, of success, especially the material success. So, you generally take a news channel which is actually hiding the secret of a great celebrity and taking the money on monthly basis from the celebrity, and suddenly in inappropriate time, just before it is achieving the success of being the number one news channel in the country, but suddenly it is revealing the secret of that famous celebrity, and then losing the opportunity of becoming the world's greatest channel, world's number one channel, or the country's number one news channel. Because once it reveals the secret, the other person, means the celebrity, may not keep quiet, and he may try to destroy the fundamentals of the channel. So, and it is also noticed that the most natives under the strong influence of Shatabhisha lack proper grooming and education in their formative years. That is the energy of Rahu. In the early ages, Shatabhisha energy people, they lack this good grooming and also the good education. They often have to make their own rules for dealing with today's rough world, which adds to their innate roughness. So, they have extremely cold calculating heads, and there is a marked tendency to completely suppress the emotional nature. So, Shatabhisha in a way represents the culmination of the air element. If you see, Aquarius is an airy sign, and Shatabhisha is the culmination of air element. It is the see the master of mental, analytical and logical things, right, because of the Rahu's behavior. In its higher mode, if you observe, Shatabhisha can be all pervasive, just like the air, that is the airy behavior. When something has this airy behavior, it has so much of logical thinking and analytical mental power. So, thus this particular ability to relate to everyone without preconceptions, judgments and prejudice is what makes a philosopher out of Shatabhisha. The kind of logical thinking, the kind of energy it has, you know, uh, the kind of analytical thinking can make Shatabhisha very special. So, their philosophy is usually heavy on intellectualism, but the evolved souls understand that the emotional and mental bodies need to be integrated in order for uh, any true understanding to occur. You have to be very analytical, and you have to be you have to understand the emotions and mental nature of others. Then only you can be, in the present world you can be very very successful, and evolved souls of Shatabhisha energy can know this better. Of course, the other planetary positions should also support Shatabhisha energy. So, those with Shatabhisha rising, you see, means in the ascendant, if you see where the ascendant is falling, and if that ascendant is falling in the Shatabhisha nakshatra, then you can say the Shatabhisha rising, they have their own particular brand of magnetism, because Shatabhisha is a Rahu nakshatra, that magnetism is always present. Even though they lack conventional charm and beauty, they have a special beauty associated with them. See, they are often very much different in appearance and clothing also. So, the countenance is usually calm, quite shy and reserved, but they however have a tendency to explode every now and then. So, absent mindedness is one of the marked features of Shatabhisha energy. Absent mindedness, absent mindedness. So, they usually convey a sense of aloofness, if you observe, even if they are genuinely attentive from their inside. Even they are attentive, but from the for the outer world they appear to be very very absent minded. So, their negative traits, if you observe, indicate a kind of laziness, because let us say Rakshasa energy is present, the Rahu's energy, so laziness, addictions, perversions and vulnerability to all types of uh, you know uh, mental, emotional, psychological disorders, right. There is a kind of, because Rahu's energy is very very extreme. So, the positive qualities, if you observe, the enterprise, discrimination capacity, the secrecy, seeking and having some unbounded vision, because that out of the box thinking comes from Shatabhisha basically. You just imagine the 100 healers or 100 herbs energy, who can identify so many herbs? Only the people having some out of the box thinking, right. So, the truth seekingness is also observed there. Just imagine, we can compare Shatabhisha with respect with Mula in truth seekingness. So, on a material plane, if you observe, Shatabhisha has a tendency to make a zero out of the things it affects in a nativity. Something like they have this zero, getting zero as a very big thing, very bad thing. For example, if someone has their second lord placed in Shatabhisha, they might experience a a state or a complete loss of family some stage of their lives. This is one of the most uh, dangerous things. If Shatabhisha has so much of malefic energy, uh, it's a kind of bad thing, right. So, if second lord is placed there, then it's a loss, basically it's showing a zero, right. So, thanks for watching this video.